What's up, guys? It's John with National Sports Entertainment, and I wanted to go into tonight's football game and other stuff. Um, I always let you guys know this. I sometimes forget to post a link, but uh, if you look just from the Discord, I put these in here like when I see them last minute. Some of them are just props, but we had played Iowa State, Iowa over. I went over that. I didn't have a chance to go over it in the video, but they didn't hit for us. So then we went to leg 2, Utah over, simply because they haven't gone over like all year, and that did close it out. So that's just an example. If you guys want to play more games, like sometimes I'm able to get a few out on my Discord, and that one closed out. And we closed out a lot of sequences, which is great. I like showing it through there because I feel like it doesn't look as bungled together here as when it's in my my notes when I'm showing it to you. I feel like my notes are a lot more just bungled together. But you can see we did good tonight. That we got the Rams cover. Basketball's looking good. We got the Heat over. We didn't get the cover there, but looking good on the Blazers. Anything can happen. We did good with college, and I wanted to talk about the Rams. So this one, it's a dirty win, but I'll take it. We've certainly had covers go the other way. So, again, at the end of the day, we wanted the Rams to cover. I did think the Raiders were going to win. I would have thought for sure this would have been, flipped 17-16 Raiders. But that's the exact reason I took the Rams to cover. I did not think this was going to be a blowout of any sort. I figured it was going to be a routine, boring game. I didn't mean it literally when I said they were going to repeat the script and quite literally give us the same score as our last game with the Bucks and Saints, which people have pointed out how funny they, basically Brady and Mayfield were literally, not only from a time perspective, but from where they had the ball on the field, it was almost the exact script. So that was interesting. But like I said, we got the cover. That's the important thing. And I think they probably did this to troll Raider fans. And again, we can reassess the AFC now, which is really good. We know nothing's happening with the Rams, but it might be showing us maybe they see something in Baker or something to that effect. I will say the most noticeable thing, here's it again. You'll see Pie all the time. So in the fourth quarter, 3:14 was scored. I do believe that's what the Bucks and Saints had scored. It was 3:14. I could be wrong. But the other thing that's interesting is I think, I agree, Justin. Yeah, Tampa Bay. It's funny as I'm talking about it, I'm getting comments about people saying like, hey, this was such a repeat. And they think we're stupid, but I thought Monday was the biggest eye-opener for people that might think it's still real. And now I think it's even more of an eye-opener. So a lot of people call it different things. To me, the obvious things that need to be addressed and that I don't think casual fans are going to continue to ignore. At the end of the game, when the defensive lineman just knocked the ball out of Baker's hand in front of the official, getting a 15-yard penalty, like that literally changed the game. If you're assuming it's real, because now Baker had just enough time to get the ball into like the red zone territory and spike it and then make a play. 15 yards deeper, they can't do that. So, you could see how the officials, it's not even the officials in this case. People like to blame the refs. This guy obviously was told to do that. He would have been yanked off the field immediately by his coach, if that was real. Instead, Shanahan, or whoever the hell their coach is, decided to yell at the ref like the player didn't do anything when he clearly did. So you can just tell they're all actors. But yeah, it wasn't a giant story, but I do think they're telling us that, again, the Raiders have what it takes. They're missing something, and I think that something's a quarterback. That's what I just don't think Derek Carr is going to be the guy. And they're trying to get us sold on Baker as the future of the Rams. So that'll be interesting. So we closed that one out. Going over NBA, we did miss narrowly the Heat cover. They won, but they didn't quite cover. I thought they'd get that cover in. But we got the Spurs. Like I said, I thought they'd win just because I think more people were going to be on the Rockets this game. And here, there's also been a trend of a lot of home teams winning. Now, we still have a lot of time on this game, so, I'm certainly not one to to say, oh, Shannon Sharp, my guy. I'm certainly not one to, say, oh, this one, we can go to sleep. This one's great. Like, no, like, it's the NBA. This game's going to be within 3 points, I'm sure, again, very soon. But it's looking good. And we got the Clippers over. So, again, we hit most of our games. And as I go over all the time with our system, we don't have to hit all the games. But since the inception of just Sunday, I started with Sunday's football games, as I told you. Since I started on Sunday, we are 36 sequences in, and they're almost all closed. So you're looking, and really 35. This 36 is like a prop that we're trying. We're going to see if it works. But 35, and every one is a unit. And literally, they're all closed out except like one or two. So about 33 units or something like that in 3 days. And it's in live time. So if you don't believe me, you can go back and check the old videos. A few people do that because they don't believe me. And then they'll watch the old videos and say like, oh, I watch your stuff and you actually are telling the truth. That's why I made the playlist. This will be in the playlist. But yeah, we did good. Blazers finishing strong. Fits not only, it's good for us because we have them winning, but if you don't remember at the beginning of the year, I did have them winning the division. So I do hope they hold on. That would be nice. I think a lot of the public just assumes the Blazers are the same, quote, trash team as last year. And they got a lot of guys who can get it going. So hopefully they finish that out. And in either way, we finish strong. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this one, I knew it. Because, yeah, we got it. We got the cover. But, I'll call it a tainted cover. Because I did, but if you asked me who I thought was going to win the game, I would say Raiders. So I like to be honest about that stuff. If I'm off, I'm off. But we can always reassess, and that's what we're going to do. With the AFC, I do think it kind of fits the AFC East and the entire division getting in now. And that helps us in the future. Because now I believe the Patriots beat the Raiders. Whereas if the Raiders won this game, I think they would have beat the Patriots. So it helps us going forward. So I thought this video we can cover kind of a couple different things. Go into the system for the people that are newer. And just go over the game and why. Again, I think too much of the public was fading the Rams as a team that sucks. And it was just a bunch of clowns. Now maybe next week they don't cover, but I thought this week was a good week. So we did good. Like I said, for basketball, we did good. And I'll definitely have the picks out. I didn't forget about college. I know we got a bunch of bowl games coming up, so I'll have that coming out really soon. Take care and happy earnings.